Hey there. What you think is so important. The meanings you put to your experiences are so important. The way you see things and your mind is so powerful. It's literally how I got through my cancer diagnosis and journey the way I did. It was the way I saw it, the meanings I put to it, and the way I didn't believe when they were reeling off that massive list of symptoms that I'm supposed to be getting from chemo. I didn't believe it. I decided to tell them what I was experiencing, and I will feel it in my own time, thank you very much, rather than listing out, oh, I'm supposed to be feeling this, and then it manifesting in my body, because if my brain tells me I'm supposed to be feeling that, I probably will. So very early on, I decided to just zone out when they were going through their stupid list, and I will tell them if I feel something, and if that's bad, they can deal with it, I'm sure, and we'll deal with it then. But I wasn't going to be told how to feel, because I felt if I was told what to feel, I probably will. And the more I read, the more true that has actually become. So I got 2 examples of such things being absolutely positively proven as well. So number 1, it's been written in a few books as well. I've seen it time and time again about a study that was done. And they had a group of cancer patients, and they told the cancer patients that this chemo drug that had come out was extremely, extremely powerful. It was going to make them feel very, very sick. And the emphasis was put on how it would make them feel, how it was going to be very strong. They were going to feel awful. They were going to feel terrible. It was going to make them very, very sick. And that's what was drilled in all the time. And they went on to it was put into intravenous, but it was nothing. It was saline. It was a placebo. It was nothing. And they went through and they kept on driving home how strong it was, how bad it was. And at the end of the test, when they'd been given nothing, at the end of the test, 30% of them lost their hair. They lost their hair through saline, through nothing, through being told that it was going to happen. 85% of them were sick, but 30% of them lost their hair. And that blows my mind, that your mind is that strong. And that is why it's so important to stay centered and stay in your own path. And if they're reeling through all of the things you're meant to feel, because I remember at one point my oncologist saying, so how are you doing? And I was like, all right. I was probably on chemo 5 or something. And she said, no, really, how are you doing? And I was like, got no hair, but other than that. And she was like, well, really? Because no one else is on your cocktail. And I was like, well, I was just bumbling along as myself, really. And I totally believe that it was because I wasn't taking on board what they told me I was supposed to be feeling. Wasn't going to do it. There's another example, which is a bit freaky, freaked me out. So it's something you can go do with your friends, have a bit of fun. You can get your friend or yourself and get someone else to do it. You know how when you do your body testing and tell yourself in your head that you are strong and powerful and worthy. Strong, powerful and worthy. You don't need to even believe it, is the crazy thing. You just say it. I'm strong, powerful and worthy. I'm strong, powerful and worthy. And really get into it. And then put your arm out and see if they can pull your arm down. Can't do it to myself. Know what's coming. And then tell yourself that you're weak and unworthy. And tell yourself all the things that you believe along that line, and really, really get into it. Doesn't matter if you don't even believe it. Craziness. And then ask them to do it again. You're weak and unworthy, crappy, all of the things that you tell yourself when you're feeling low. And put your arm out and see if they can drop it again. Never spoken. And it will. Well, we'll see. I don't want to tell you what to expect. Now I'm putting expectations into your head. See? But more than likely, it will go. Do it to them because they won't know what's coming. Do that. And then it will change the whole physiology because your whole body responds to what you're telling it. Absolutely nuts, craziness. And then you can go another step further and say, okay, go back to being strong, powerful and worthy again. Get back into it. Don't even have to believe it, and get back into that state and it will go strong again. That is the speed that you can tell your body to respond, and it does. And that's crazy. So take that on board. Know how strong your thoughts are and take this forward from you from now on. I'll be doing more stuff in here now. I've recently qualified in many things. Year of 2021 was my year of just getting into the books, getting into the studies, and qualifying in many stuff. But these were the things I wanted to just bring. It's got the quickest relevance for you that you can do right now. Think, and not just think positive and think happy thoughts. If you're feeling crap, tell somebody, and it just lets it out and release it. Don't bottle it up and let it go around in your energy space. Let it out. If you're feeling crappy, you're feeling crappy. Don't paste on a smile. Be honest and sit where you are now. Just don't dwell. Don't stay there. You can move on. You can only physically hold an emotion for the maximum 90 minutes. Some people say it's only 90 seconds. And just breathe it out. I'll be doing more breathing in here and everything as well. So there's lots coming onto this channel now. I've got a lot to say, actually. I do. But this is my fastest result and the biggest thing I feel made a difference for me. So when they're reeling off that big list of symptoms that you're meant to be feeling, stop them. You don't need to listen to it or just zone out. I zoned out, but I should probably just have stopped them. Stop them. You don't need that in your life. Turn the news off. You don't need all this crap. And just relax and stay true to you, because that's where your power lies. How are you going to respond to the next things that come up? Your choice in how to respond to things in life is where your power truly lies. And you get to choose that every moment. And there are 4 moments in a second, and you get to choose that all the time. So what's it going to be? You're going to choose the good or spiral down. And you can change, even if you don't believe it. You're strong, powerful and worthy. Tell that to yourself and spiral yourself back up again. I'll see you in the next one.